is the next session that is being presented by Vision Magitech. So basically, today I'll be speaking about something very, you can say, important for freshers. That is skills required by a fresher to be industry ready, and what are the challenges and solutions one needs to know so that he can land a desired. My name is Sagar Saikia. I'm Assistant Professor and Placement Officer at NERIM Group of Institutions, Guwahati. I would like to thank Vision Magitech and Madhurja Bora for giving me the opportunity today to come and share my experience with you. And also, I would like to convey my thank you to Arbaz Lashkar for recording the entire session. So let us start off with the session today, and I hope that it will benefit you and it will go away. So this is what we will be dealing, like we will be focusing on. That means what are the skills required, what are the job areas that is very much in demand right now and for many years to come. So based on that, we will see how to go about it. So, first of all, whenever we are planning our career, we need to know what are our values. Okay, we need to identify our inner values. That where do we stand? We need to learn about ourselves. We need to know what is our strength, what is our weaknesses. Okay, because based on that only we will be able to capitalize what we want, and if we have any kind of weakness, also we will be able to tackle it. Okay, we need to know what are our skills at present, and if suppose we need to be upskilled, we need to do that. We will see that as well. We need to research career options, and that comes with whatever study we are pursuing, majors we are in. So based on the majors and whatever discipline we are, we need to research what is the current trend. Okay, and in order to reach that goal, we need to work on ourselves. Okay, so these five phases basically is very important for a fresher to understand, to know, and to evaluate oneself so that one gets the you can say it's fit for the competitive driven market. Now at this present situation where everything is uncertain, what will be the nature of work, how will it function, isn't it? What kind of industries will be done away? What is the new industry that will come up? Which area will be blooming? Okay, so that itself is very much uncertain. Okay, so at this present situation, what we need to do is we have certain skills, we need to upskill ourselves. That means we have to upgrade, okay, our skills based on the current, you can say, demand of the scenario. Okay, not only of the current, but we have to see also in future what it means. So upskilling basically it's a process to upgrade oneself and to level up based on the skills and potential capabilities by undergoing certain training and development program. So it can be any way. It can be you have enrolled in an online course. You are taking up projects online. So it can be anything. Okay, it can be virtual internships. The main objective here is that you need to upgrade yourself. You need to have knowledge. You need to know what is there in the market and how you are going to suggest. You can say answers to the problems that are there in different, you can say, domains. So upskilling basically is your upgradation. That means to level up your skill. Reskilling is something like that. You have a skill already, but that may be obsolete now, or maybe it is not so effective at this present situation. So what you need to do is you have the skills earlier, whatever you have learned, but you need to reskill it. That means you have to adapt to the dynamic needs, the changing requirement of the market. Okay, so it means that you need to acquire the new skills altogether. Okay, so this is basically the change that will take place post COVID. Okay, the pandemic, many things will be changed. So today we will be speaking about what are the career prospects that an MBA freshers would look through. What are the career prospects that you can say a BTech, CSC, IT, or maybe an MCA, okay, graduate should look after, or even maybe an undergraduate in computer science or maybe IT. So when I talk about MBA freshers, there are certain areas, or you can say jobs, which will never be done away. Okay, no matter what, these have been there earlier, but with the pandemic, this will be, you can say, more in demand in the coming time. So the first one is the business development associate. So these people are those who boast the growth and sales. They conduct market research, develop business strategies, identify new business opportunities. Okay, and to do this kind of work, what are the skills they need? They need to have good communication, interpersonal skills. They need to know the difference between persuasion as well as negotiation. Okay, because ultimately they have to boost the sales, you can say, domain of the company. They need to have terrific management skills as well as collaboration skills. Okay, and they need to be a little bit techno savvy. Next, when we talk about management trainee is someone who will work under the supervision of managers, or you can say executives in organizations. The basic aim here is to acquire knowledge to become future managers, okay, in fields such as marketing, sales, or operations, basically. Okay, so they may be rotated to different departments to learn all company functions, policies, and staff duties. Then next comes the investment banker. So sometimes investment bankers are also called as corporate financial advisors. They are so much popular nowadays, isn't it? So what is the basic role of an investment banker? So the investment banker acts in a capital markets advisory capacity to corporations, governments, rather than dealing directly with individual advisors. Okay, so what they do is they help their clients raise money in capital markets, provide various financial advisory services, and also they assist with mergers and acquisitions activity. Then another one which is coming up very well, and this has something to do with finance analytics as well. We will have a different slide for that, but in brief, I'll tell you that a financial analyst is basically responsible for tracking companies' financial performance against a plan. Then you can say analyzing business performance and market conditions so that they can forecast and help senior management make tactical and strategic decisions by providing regular periodic updates. Okay, so that is basically financial analyst. But financial analyst also can be upgraded or upskilled, okay, using certain analytics. So that we will come in the coming slides. Okay. Then we have something called information technology manager. So someone who has a BTech degree with MBA. So this is a very, you can say, good scope, okay, that people look for. So an IT manager or an information technology manager is basically responsible for coordination, planning, leading computer related end to end activities in an IT company. So, the main aim of such managers is to look after the smooth coordination between different teams, okay, in the company. Okay, whether they are doing their work properly, to look after their appraisals, everything you can see, even the HR part somewhere, partially they'll be carrying out the task. Then marketing professional, as this is most one of the, you can say, evergreen area for the MBAs. So basically, they are the ones who will identify strategies and techniques which will help to attract consumers or customers to the business. So they determine basically the pricing based on the product demand and supply. Then HR manager, again, a very, very important, but HR manager again has to be, it will go through a major revamp, okay? So with knowledge in HR analytics, okay? So we will be talking about that, financial and finance analytics and HR analytics as well. So HR managers are those who develop and implement HR activities and initiatives. They bridge management and employee relations by addressing the demands both ways, and even grievances also. HR managers are those who will be responsible for conducting recruitment and selection process. They support future business needs through development, engagement, motivation, and preservation of human capital. They also manage, you can say, performance-based appraisal system in a company that drives, you can say, higher performance in employees. Then another one, which is actually an interdisciplinary area where not only you can say the engineers or IT specialists or maybe management they can take up. Okay, this has become a common intersection point. Okay, and it has attracted a lot of attention is the digital marketing. So digital marketing or the people who are involved with digital marketing basically look for designing and overseeing aspects of various digital marketing departments like databases, email, advertising campaigns. They plan, manage on social media platforms as well, so that the reach is more to the targeted consumers. They prepare accurate reports on marketing campaigns, overall performance. They evaluate various kind of parameters or metrics, you can say, that affects website traffic and service scores and also the target audiences. So these are basically the areas that you can say the MBAs should really consider, and they should be very much be aware about what is the role, okay, you need to perform. So it so happens that people say that, okay, like when I ask like what you want to do, so they tell me that I want to become a management trainee. But what is a management trainee, do you know that? So they don't have that knowledge. So before you speak up, or if you want to go in a particular area, you need to know like what that area basically caters to, or what work you need, what kind of work you need to deal with. Okay, so once you are clear with that, so then only you will be able to shine in your job assignments. So this can also come with a lot of you can say internships if you do. It so happens that we take internships very lightly, but the internships is like you can say job in training. So if you know how to work during the internship, so basically during the interview, the recruiter knows that you already know the job. Okay, so that's how you can click the job very, very well. So, due to COVID, many people say that many jobs have been laid off. Many people have been affected in various industries, according to Economic Times and various other, you can say, leading dailies. So, what I feel is that yes, there has been a cut in a large, you can say, massive layout, but then there is a silver lining also, because certain new areas have come up, and this era will be completely digital transformation. Okay, so while learning new skills at home may not be the top priority. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to proactively utilize our time in learning new courses online. Why? So that we can acquire new skill sets, okay, in a remote, socially distant capacity. Okay, so this can make a dramatic difference in post pandemic abilities. That means when this COVID episode will end. So, after that, whatever we have learned, whatever we have been upgraded, there will be a huge difference. Okay, so doing this, it will help us to crack a good career deal. So, this is a kind of a once in a lifetime opportunity as well, because now we have the resources. Okay, we are at home through our mobile phone, smartphone, our laptop, we can do whatever we want, correct? So let us make use of this kind of situation for the betterment of our future. So certain sectors will bloom up, like pharmaceuticals, edutech, okay, e-commerce will see a huge rise. So these are the ones, even FMCGs as well, these will see a huge rise, okay, in post COVID situation. So we had spoken about the various kinds of job profiles for an MBA. Then we saw that there was a term called financial analyst, then HR analyst. So what is that? So financial analyst, as we have already spoken, like whatever, what kind of work does it do? It provides guidance to businesses and individuals, isn't it? So that they can make correct investment decisions. Okay. So where do they work? They work in banks, pension funds, insurance companies, and other businesses. Now, what is finance analytics then? This is in sync with financial analysts. Okay, a financial analyst can acquire the skill of finance analytics. Okay, so what is the aim? Okay, there should be some aim. So the main aim of financial analytics or finance analytics is to shape the strategy of business. Okay, in a more reliable, factual way. Okay, based on the data that you have, based on that you transform that data into some kind of factual, you can say meaningful pattern, okay, that will help you to make correct company decisions ultimately. So how this is done? This is done through various tools that are available. Okay, so financial analytics basically help the businesses to know what is the risk, that they might face because they have a huge amount of data. So based on the data, they will be able to mine into a correct information, and a knowledge can be discovered. Okay, so based on that knowledge, they will be able to enhance and extend the business processes that will make them to run the business more effectively. Okay, using correct resource utilization. Okay, so advanced analytics and its ability to leverage these data will make the organizations to rethink many kind of strategies, okay, for solving different types of problems and supporting business decisions. Okay, so there are certain financial and like Oracle financial analytics is from the Oracle family. So this basically helps you to give an insight into the general ledger, which provides visibility against budgeting and waste staffing cost. Okay, then there is SAP ERP Financial Analytics, which helps you to declare and define the goals. Okay, develop business plans and helps you also to check the cost and revenue. Okay, during execution, there is SaaS Business Analytics as well. Okay, then NetSuite. So all of these are basically financial analytics. So based on this, actually you will be able to predict the future outcome, okay, of your business. Okay, respective to various, you can say, fields of finance. Okay, so how you can get the knowledge or how you can use this, you can say, tools, isn't it? So there are various online courses for finance analytics. So two of them I have listed out after doing a research. That is, the first one is by University of Michigan. So it just gives you the basics. So you can Google it out for company valuation, introduction to finance, valuation and investing. And the second one is an open courseware by MIT. So the title is MIT Sloan Open Courseware Analytics of Finance. Okay, so the second one gives you more from basic to intermediate knowledge in various areas, application based areas. So you can Google and you can develop your skills in finance. And then, as we have seen, like what the role of an HR of a company is, isn't it? So HR analytics is similar to financial finance analytics. That means using certain tools to uh, achieve the objective of the HR manager. The HR manager should be able to achieve its objective with roles and responsibilities that it has. So sometimes HR analytics is also known as talent analytics. Sometimes it's called people analytics or even workforce analytics. So what are the benefits? Because if we are doing certain kind of course, or maybe if we are going in a new direction, then there should be certain benefits. Okay, so it's more effective talent acquisition, training and induction, performance review, compensation, rewards and benefits, retention of employees. Okay, so these are certain benefits. So when I talk about HR analytics, then which are the courses that are there? Okay, so many people may be confused or they will not be able to know. So I have listed four of them, and they are all of them. They are free and they are self-paced in nature. So one is given by HR Analytics Academy. It's 18 hours. Then the other one is Analytics Edge by MIT, 13 weeks. University of Pennsylvania, 11 hours to complete. Then Cornell University offers HR Analytics for business decisions, okay, which is period of 2 months. Okay, then what we have spoken is one of the most charming area, that is the digital marketing. So there are various kinds of digital marketing. We already know what is the role of a digital marketing professional. So these are the types of digital marketing. So you can look through. I'll not go in depth. As search engine optimization, pay-per-click advertising, social media advertising, content marketing, affiliate marketing. These are very much popular. In fact, each of these areas of digital marketing. So if we have to look for online courses for digital marketing, they are Google Ad Academy, Google Digital Garage, HubSpot Academy, SEMrush Academy, and of course Udemy. So these were basically the areas that an MBA fresher should be focusing according to their interest. And we have also seen what are the new areas. But generally, what are the skills that basically recruiters look for? Okay, so basically these are the things. He should have leadership or team leading capability. He should have the thinking, analytical thinking. Uh, Analytical thinking power, so that he can uh, come up with strategies in any kind of you can say issues or deadlocks. Okay, he should be able to solve any kind of problem creatively and keeping all the resources in mind. He should have good communication skills so that he should be able to speak out whatever he has in his mind. Okay, because that is very important. He should be able to prioritize the resources that he has in his hand and make the optimum use of it. He should also be techno savvy because everything, as we said, is digitally transforming. So he needs to have the basic technical skills. Okay, so whenever we are preparing for any kind of job interview, okay, so first thing is that you need to look at the job description very, very minutely and seriously. So what happens is most of the people they tend to get carried away with how much package a company is offering. No doubt that is also one of the most important part. But the first thing that you need to do is looking at the job description. That means what the job is offering, what I am supposed to do if I'm selected. You need to look through very minutely and you need to research every bit, every word, so that you are clear about what role and the profile is all about and do you identify with that role as well. Okay, so after that what comes is your resume. You need to craft your resume very well, one page. If you're a fresher, if you have experience, it's a different thing. But if you don't have much thing to write because you're a fresher, so you need to be very specific and it should be a one page CV. Remember that a recruiter will basically look through in your from your resume and ask you in and out questions. Okay, so you have to be very, very particular and be prepared. Second thing is that the rounds which are there is aptitude and reasoning. So you need to clear this round in order to go to the other rounds. Okay, so aptitude and reasoning is a round where basically the first round where 60% you can say people who appear gets filtered out. Okay, so how do we do that? Okay, so I have actually put it up a different slide for it. So you can refer to certain YouTube channels as well, like Talent Sprint, the 247, Study IQ. These are very, very good for aptitude and logical reasoning. Okay, so it will help you a lot. But it's not that only the channels are there. You need to practice a lot. Okay, because ultimately practice will make you perfect and save you time, help you to save time as well. You need to prepare common interview questions. So there is Glassdoor. Okay, there are many, you can say, open forum where you can look through. You need to practice group discussion as well, because group discussion also is one of the round, and many of them get eliminated because they do not know what to speak and where to start and how they should present, and is it a debate or a group discussion, also people get confused. So you have to be very, very clear about how you can sharpen your skills in GD. So you need to practice it everywhere whenever you get time or scope. Okay, you need to groom yourself because you have to be presentable, and you need to focus on the words that you pick up while you're speaking, because that creates a lot of impression, and that will come only if you practice. So this is basically the one which was which I was speaking about. So for most of the beginners, try to follow these two books, that is Quantitative Aptitude and Verbal and Non-Verbal Reasoning by R.S. Agarwal. It is one of the best books. Okay, for online mock tests, this is the site that you can look for. Okay, so there are certain previous year's placement papers that will give you a better understanding of how you should prepare. For GD as well, so GD is not only for MBA, like for MBA, even like these days MBA, engineering or MCA also they have around. So how do you prepare? Okay, so this is one of the YouTube channel, one of the senior mentor, Dr. Sandeep Patil. So you can look his channel of how you should prepare. What are the do's and don'ts that you should know? Okay, so that you can tackle GD. So this is the link I have pasted out. In a group discussion, these things you have to remember. Group behavior. Okay, it's not only about you, but it's about the group. You need to convey your idea politely but firmly. Okay, you need to focus and you need to maintain coherence. You should not deviate from the topic. You need to present very well, but at the same time you have to make sure that whatever you speak and present, there should be some content. So that will come only if you are reading thoroughly newspapers or you are updated with the current affairs. Okay, this is how basically in a group discussion you should look forward, and how to you can say initiate a GD, or how to wrap up a GD, summarize a GD, how you can speak about a particular topic. Okay, even if you don't have much idea about a particular topic, you can look through this channel that I have posted in the YouTube. Then when I talk about IT, CSE, or you can say MCA freshers, so these are the, you can say, areas, okay, that is very, will be very much in demand. So first one is the machine learning people, okay. So machine learning, as we know, is an application of artificial intelligence where basically the system learns and improves on its own without being explicitly being programmed. Okay, so what are the skills that one needs to develop? So first of all, I would recommend that you should know programming in Python. You should have basic knowledge of calculus and linear algebra. That 10 plus 2 knowledge will be sufficient for that. You need to have basic and but good statistical knowledge. Okay. You need to have strong oral and written communication, which you should be able to translate that if you are giving presentations. Okay. So you can refer to these courses, Andrew NG and Course and Era. Okay, and then once you are done with this part, you should go through the machine learning algorithms that are already there and try to implement it. Okay. Then you can take up certain competitions in open forum like Kaggle competition. So this is an area where machine learning, you it's one of the major area that is coming up very strongly. Okay. So these are the skills that will help you to develop. It's not just a one day affair. It will take a lot of time to develop yourself, maybe a year or maybe 1.5 year. Okay. Then a blockchain developer, again, very important area that is coming up. It's a kind of a revolutionary field. So this is basically an area where data security, then currency transactions, these are uh, taking the area. So what are the skills you need? Strong data structures, cryptography, and web development. Okay. Then data scientists, this is also one of the areas. So you should be able to work with complex formulas. You should know the uh, consumer psychology. You should have a business acumen, and you need to be skilled at one of the programming languages. Digital marketing, I've already spoken. So as it's a kind of an intersection between management, or you can say engineering. Okay, so digital marketing is also one of the most highly rated, you can say, a skill that is coming up. Then mobile application development, okay, these or you can say web development as well. These are one of the areas that will see a huge peak. Okay, so if someone is really wanting to go for mobile app development, then Android should be considered. Okay, so package will depend again upon the cities also where you are residing or where you want to work. Other areas and frameworks which have seen a huge peak, okay, it's Angular JS. I think you already know now what is it. React, React Native, okay, Node.js, Django, okay, and MERN stack. So these are also areas of frameworks which is ample scope in future and highly in demand at present as well, and for many years to come. So as you can say IT fresher, maybe you are from engineering domain, whether you are an MCA, whether you are a BCA or maybe, okay, MTech, CSE, whatever it may be, but you want to work in an industry, then these are the areas that you can pick up and you can proceed. Okay, so whenever you are going for any kind of, let's say, your first job interview, or if there is a campus placement, then the first round, as usual, is the aptitude and reasoning. So you need to follow the same. You can follow the same books that I have mentioned. Okay, you can go to this side and you can check the previous placement paper section wise. Okay, so this will give you a better understanding, clarity, and depth also. Okay, in practice. Then technical areas that one should look for, okay, for the engineers basically. So you need to have very strong concepts of OOP and data structures. Okay, so data structures, when I say, you have to relate that with a given situation. Okay, whether you'll be asked maybe with a linked list, tree, array, stack, queue, searching algorithms, the time complexity. These are the things which will not be very much directly bookish related, but you need to relate that. Okay, you may be asked to write maybe a code snippet on maybe quick sort, bubble sort. You may be asked to write maybe the function code for you can say breadth first search, depth first. So it basically BFS or DFS. Okay, the complexity, maybe you might be asked to make a max heap. Okay, so all those things, it you may be asked. Okay, so these are very, very important. So you need to know data structures, OOP, design and analysis of algorithms in depth. Okay, then for those who want to work in web-based or web-based kind of projects or web-based kind of openings, web developer, then you need to know the DBMS queries inside out. You will be given a situation. So how will you query? Okay, how will you write the code? So that you need to know. Okay, apart from that, uh, fair knowledge of OS and computer networks will do. That is not very, you can say, in depth, but the others are very much important. Then knowing at least one of these languages will be very helpful because ultimately you have to code. So you need one language. When the C, C++ or Java will be very, very important. And sometimes they prefer also as well that there should be there may be a coding round. So they may ask you to code in C, C++ or Java. Okay. The databases also technologies like MongoDB, Oracle, these are also very, very, you can say, in demand at present. Okay, so what are the resources that will be helpful for you? So for coding, these are the online resources: SPOG, Top Coder, Lead Code, Interview Bit. You can go through, look through. Okay, for basic CS in the fundamentals, you can look for Geeks for Geeks. If you want to enroll for some online courses on Python, machine learning, then you can go for Udemy, Coursera, NPTEL, Swayam. Okay, and if suppose you want to work on, let's say you are having doubts in OOP, data structures, design analysis of algorithm, or maybe even databases, then in that case you can look for these YouTube. I have followed few of them, and I found that the lectures are good. So there are two of them: Gates lectures through Ravindra Babu Ravula and Gates Smasher. And basically for HR round of interview, whether it's MBA and engineering, they're almost like similar. There is not much of a difference. So, like these are the common questions, like introduce something about yourself. What are the um strengths and weaknesses? Why we should hire you? Okay. So these are the things. Why do you want to join us? What is your salary expectation? Okay. And for in depth, you can look for this site. It will give you much more clarity. Okay. So this will be very, very like resourceful. And this is the link that you can follow for the basic interview questions. So I wrap up the presentation. So I would say that successful people are those who will make correct decisions based on the present scenario. They will make correct use of time, and because every second, every minute is very, very important of your disposal. So make the correct use of it. So that's all I have for the presentation. And if you have any query, you can write in the comment section of the YouTube channel. And if anything you have, and if you want to rate the presentation, how did you feel? Please write your comment in the comment section.